Sustainable business serving a group of customers I loved. What more could I want? At first, I couldn't quite grasp what they were talking about, but after living in Provo for a couple of years, away from the white-hot epicenter of venture capital, I came to agree. While the unicorn I was chasing turned out to be more of a Shetland pony, my original vision was being realized. Thousands of creators were using Gumroad to build their own creative businesses. Real people in the real world were paying their mortgages, or topping off their kids' college funds, or simply paying for a few extra lattes by selling courses, ebooks, and software online. Over time, I realized that the problem wasn't Gumroad. The problem was me. I was still so focused on that elusive unicorn, I couldn't see the thriving business humming along right in front of me. Gumroad was profitable, the right size for its market, and enabling more and more writers, coders, crafters, and other makers to achieve their dreams with each passing day. Gumroad may have been a crappy investment for a few venture capitalists, but it was still a great company for its customers. In the year after the layoffs, when I worked by myself, Gumroad still sent approximately $40 million to our creators, without any content marketing or paid advertising, just creators telling other creators. When I recommitted to growing the company again in 2019, I continued to say no to those things I had said yes to previously and focused solely on what would create more value for our creators, namely shipping a better product. It worked. In 2020, Gumroad sent more than $140 million to our creators, up 87% over the year before, all while remaining profitable. Companies like mine may not grace the covers of glossy magazines or inspire Hollywood biopics, but they drive real positive change and empower their founders, customers, and employees alike. I know that now, but it took me years to decouple my self-worth from my net worth and to realize that I hadn't failed. I had succeeded. In February 2019, I wrote about my experience in a Medium essay, reflecting on my failure to build a billion-dollar company that struck a chord with millions. Since then, I've had the chance to connect with entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs who deep down would much rather build a sustainable business like Gumroad than chase a unicorn. They just think it's weird and uncool to express that desire when the media and our bigger is better culture keeps telling them that a unicorn is the only kind of business worth creating. While that may be the right path for some companies, for many more, it's not. Yet plenty of early-stage startups still end up raising venture capital because they can't fund their businesses in a sustainable way through profits. As a result, they're locked into the pursuit of huge winner-take-all markets where growth is the most important asset of their businesses, not revenues, profits, or sustainability. To help me reconcile those differences, I asked myself certain questions over and over again. What do I actually care to change? If I could fix one thing about my corner of the world, what would that be? What kind of business do I really want to build, own, and run? Other founders and future founders have asked themselves similar questions and come to similar realizations. Many of their stories are included in this book. I call these people minimalist entrepreneurs, and I call their companies minimalist businesses. Building a minimalist business does not mean settling for second best. Instead, it's about creating sustainable companies that have the flexibility to take risks to serve the greater good, all while empowering others to do the same. Being profitable, hopefully from the very beginning, means being able to focus and to stay focused on the reason you started a business in the first place, to help others. Historically, entrepreneurs have played a crucial role in driving technological and social progress. This is even more necessary today when big corporations are required by law to prioritize shareholder value over, among other things, actual value. In researching this book, I found countless examples of businesses such as Basecamp, Wistia, Missouri Star Quilt Company, and many other honest-to-goodness, highly scalable companies incredibly focused on solving meaningful problems with beautiful products, services, and software that people love, and making a profit doing it. Each company goes about things their own way, depending on the specific community they're building for. But they all focus on problem solving and not taking themselves too seriously. No matter their differences, we can learn from them all. Unfortunately, the word entrepreneur has a weird taint to it. I remember going to a career fair at school and not identifying with the entrepreneurs at all. They seemed like businessmen. They were always men. And I didn't even like business. I liked making things. Eventually, I realized that a business is not an end in and of itself. A business is a tool.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.